Hello. Y- Um, Either the company itself or like the housing community they were building. One of the two. Um, I will say
House
a
fire.
lot of the
Bad
arsons
one.
one
At
tie
least four
together a
hits.
lot
Get out there and
more
find out what you
than
can.
any of the Vice ones, really.
Address is 650 North Hobart.
A lot of the arson cases tie together a lot closer than the other ones do. Like there were the homicide ones that did, but like Vice, other than just being there's morphine everywhere, this set does tie a lot better, in my opinion. I mean, and like I said, Vice was probably my least favorite desk, just because Rory's a big part of that. But just when I think the general consciousness think of detective fiction, we think of homicide mostly.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion.
Yeah, which is just something
Word of
I
mouth
don't
last
care
night.
about
You
at
guys are
all.
ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
KGPL to any central unit.
Shame about Jeff.
Any central
The
unit
arson desk
identified.
been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches. Brother!
Was that my fault?
I'm still here. I'm just gonna mute my mic while I clear up my nostrils.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Do you have a name?
Morelli, Mike, we recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Why would you run into
Yeah,
a
like
burning
posing them that screams like post-mortem death posing. Because you would have like the rigidity from rigor mortis to do that.
Prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Fair.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
And then
It's our boy.
the people that were like,
He watches the fire.
I guess,
think the Sawyer fire
frozen, I must use
What
that
about the guy
term,
we have
in
in jail?
ashes in like Pompeii and shit.
Guy.
That doesn't
Is that
explain
because
why
they
he
were
ran
just
into a burning
covered with
building.
ash that they were just compacted
anyone
into
do
that
that.
position? You think?
For the fires?
For his mistake.
Yeah.
This guy wants to burn houses, not families.
Stuff.
Expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. Probably thought they'd be happier together.
Right.
You are one very disturbed individual.
Yeah. So like
I know
that
you had
heat
it
would
rough lately,
that heat would
but
make
you should
your
start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
the proteins in your muscles
Could be
tighten
right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
to the point that
Sure,
you're
it's the
probably
same guy.
just stuck that
Are
way.
you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like
Yeah.
Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole. But I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
And then my my question then is like, do we think if he did pose them, and again, this is me not having many memories of the details of this game, do they like, how hot of a fire did he, I guess, set up? That's what I'm saying. I wonder if that's part of it too, is that he just, because of the heat, intense heat of the fire, did that also like kind of contribute to that?
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Ain't no big deal. I'm sorry, that looks like something I would see in like a Half-Life game. Yeah.
Circumstantial.
And we have no... Yeah. I mean, it also doesn't help that like the age of the game. Yeah. Oh, wait, go back, go back. That. There was something.
Incidental.
No? Okay. I thought that was the right piano chime.
Not much help.
Oh, I thought there's a distinction between purposeful or not. Maybe on the outside. Because
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me, and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ.
I'd say, like, I doubt there's much evidence to find,
To see what they know.
too.
I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done
Yeah.
this for years.
Because America.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Yeah. Communists are bad. Are you supposed to can't ask the neighbors? Like, is there a door? Can you walk up to the door and knock on it? Well, let's check outside the building still. Yeah. Is what's that white circle?
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Wait, let's check outside the house first. Let's check out outside the house. Because there have been more than one scenario where we definitely talked to people before we had everything available to us. Probably side or back. Oh, well, there's that.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fire should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Okay.
These cops, it's got to be something big, right?
Looks like the same model.
Okay. Because the music's still playing, so there's clues to be found still. Oh, that's right. And we we used all of the, or we went to all the evidence markers already. Okay. I mean, yeah.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows where all the bad guys are.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
And then what happened?
It was like Pearl Harbor with bits of the house raining down. Blew out all of our windows that faced the place.
I'll have a patrolman come by and take your statement. Hopefully you'll be a little bit
What
more
happened?
cooperative with him.
Come on, kid. I'm doing my best here. You were talking about the competition, right? Catalina Island? I've got one of the flyers in the kitchen if you're interested.
I don't think we can reload either.
No. I never touched tobacco.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In other news, we started South of Midnight, and we like that game a lot so far. Even though I've barely done anything than run around.
You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hmm.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got friends who work at the examiner. How about $5 for the exclusive?
All these cops. It's gotta be something big, right?
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
Oh.
One moment, detective. The address is 748 North
Nonsense.
Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Not nonsense.
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe. He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Herschel was not one of the things I wanted to
Kelty
be
has
when
warned us
Yeah.
off over Elysian.
1 second.
Makes sense. It's a dead end.
Captain
We should check out
Mikel.
Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of
McNulty?
Fountain, Wilton.
Oh, McKelty.
Let's go.
McKelty. Yeah.
You're behind the wheel.
Randy
Where exactly are we
Oglesby. Oglesby. I mean, he looks like him, but I understand your question. Yeah. Okay, he was in the Pearl Harbor movie. He was in WandaVision, which you definitely did not watch. Strange Angel. NCIS.
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid.
Yeah. And I don't think there's a way for you to get the remastered version, which we probably should have considered.
You know?
I don't think so.
Come back here.
No, it's only on consoles, but
That's done it, Cole. We're gonna have to pacify these poor savages.
Come on, man. I'm gonna bust you right in the mouth.
yeah, because this got ported in 2011, I think.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Oh, it's a pipe on the corner there. Or a piece of... Oh. Or that.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap. If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
No, that can't. I refuse to believe that. Or are all of these houses what we're looking at? Well, I would say do a perimeter run, not a run, I say, but do a perimeter check of each house. Because if it's like, oh, poor cement quality and bricks, what else is trash about these houses? Did he just vault a fence that wasn't there? Or maybe it's only meant to be the one near your car, but like, I didn't notice if you checked the whole perimeter of that one. mean, I would argue, yeah, that's definitely a thing. Because I, yeah, because right. And here's the thing, like the music kicked in, so I can't tell if it's um, you know, hmm
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Why can you go back to the original house though?
Your favorite orchestras and the most popular songs in the land.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you, gentlemen?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
King Denethor.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a Scotch.
Yeah, that's Denethor.
Biggs. We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation?
I think that's just
Why,
his
what's to
eyes.
explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
We don't have a piece of evidence. Part of me thinks a doubt, maybe, but like, wait, what is the fires? No, crane. I don't Not yet. Not yet. No. I think so. Yeah.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Let me hear him one more time.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Your face is on the flyer, fucker. Like, yeah, on the bottom. Yeah, no, it's too. Yeah.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Say it again. Can you play the dialogue again?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Okay. I want to review the notebook, but I don't think we have, like, proof. No. What is the poor? That's not. Water heater. What's the family photograph say? Okay, I say that's a doubt. I think.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
I agree. Lie with the poor cement quality.
You're lying,
Yeah.
bro. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your
We're
fidgety
so
brain.
paranoid about getting
There's
these
no
wrong now because we
way in
have just been
hell
doing
you can
so
prove that
bad.
my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it.
Yeah.
Think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the Police Pension Fund?
Glad to be of help, officers.
Hell yeah. I was gonna try to have a quippy thing there. I failed.
Your boss is a fine
Dude, the
man.
Jetsons are on Max. Hell yes. The original Jetsons
Can you drive to this one? All right. Where
in the background. Yeah. Do we have a phone call to make? No, we don't.
He just refuses to accompany me to church.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Muldoon?
Herbert
Oh,
Chapman
Chapman.
is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Read about the Carlson case in the paper?
The
That's
fuck
the
if I know,
problem
Connor.
solved. Poor kids.
Oh, phone. Phone.
Like that. Whoa! Easy!
That's the swine. Look at him.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know.
It's been a year. What's he waiting for?
I was married by a judge. Should have asked for a jury.
He's not all bad. Or doped up.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps,
Yeah, an address.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He
was
What the fuck
released
were you
this
holding him
morning,
for?
Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks.
New season, new anime to see if I want to watch.
I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face till there's love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bill it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. I'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel about... Save the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy. You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields. I should have known that you were playing errand boy. You and your doofus partner. You have been warned. Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company. I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here. Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You're not telling me this case ends there. Okay.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling the car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did, but I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
There's other stuff happening here. Or there.
Leave your mark, don't you? it out.
I mean, there's probably a trophy for that.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind
Let's
of
take
problem.
a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around. Motive?
I swear to
opportunity,
God, Connor, if we don't find all of the clues here, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
That's him?
Did they had 50 cals by then? Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait a minute.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car
Wait, he's on the
11K
trolley?
calling KGPL.
Oh, he hijacked the trolley. Oh shit.
11K
Respect.
requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Look, Cole, the side plate. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole. Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? Been calling Richard Nixon a
Fucking
crook
crazy
next.
bastards. Did he say that? Irony. Hell yeah.
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He is a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late.
But I'm so insufferable.
Years too late.
It's the main guy. It's a fairly short one. It was one of the guys that he like really pissed off and like butted heads with when he was in the Reigns. Hey, you know what? That's so much better than we've been doing, so I'll take that victory. All right. Only like 3 or 4 more to go. Bye.